Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and today we are going to take some literal trash and turn it into beautiful home decor.
I had to get a little creative for this because hubby had already gone to the dump, and the only recycling I had was a couple of water bottles. So I went out to the burn pile to see if there was anything there, and I had put a few things in that burn pile just to keep it out of the landfill because I wasn't going to flip these items. But I guess I am going to flip these items, starting with this beautiful cigar box. What I love about this cigar box is the gorgeous dovetail corners. That's why I paid $1 for it at the bins. However, what I didn't love about this was the number of stickers and sticky all over it. It took me probably an hour to remove the stickers and get it cleaned up before I could even begin. There was a couple of marks on the front. No matter what I did, I couldn't sand away, I couldn't clean away, so I knew I was going to have to cover them. So I went through some of my decoupage papers and napkins to see if I had something that would look nice. I did have this cigar label, but it really wasn't going to be my jam. So I pulled out this beautiful piece of rice paper that I had printed, probably a year or so ago for something else. And it had these beautiful hydrangeas on it. And I'm imagining that I got it at the Graphics Fairy for free, but I'm not positive. And I decided that I was going to paint the back of this white so that it will pop, and to decoupage that directly over the front of this box. And so I decoupaged that right over that and covered that over the top with Mod Podge. And then while I was waiting for the front to dry, I decided to take a coordinating color blue and to paint just the top square in this beautiful blue. Now, this is a blue that I had in my kitchen on the stools, and I had dark waxed that blue. And so this is a color that I do have in my home. So I just gave that one good coat to cover the square part on that. Once both the paint and Mod Podge were dry, I took out a pretty little postcard stamp, put some black ink on that, and stamped into the center rather than spelling just one word. And then I took my finger sander and went around the outside edges of that decoupage paper to clean that up. And then I decided that I wanted to do a little bit more stamping over the blue top. So I pulled out my IOD Kindest Regard stamp, some black IOD ink, and then just put that over the blue on the top. And then, especially for the rest of the box, I wanted to mix a dark antiquing wax with a little bit of a clear wax and wax over that entire thing to protect the wood and to give this more of a vintage look, because that is, of course, the look that I like in my home. And I just really think that that looks lovely already. I decided to go over a little bit on the blue as well and just make that shine. Decided that I wanted to put some feet on the bottom, and one thing I like to use for feet is wine corks. I had gotten a huge bag of them at my dump on the good table one time. And then after I put the feet on with a little hot glue and a little wood glue, then it was time to pick a knob. Before I continue on, this collaboration is hosted by this Southern Girl Can with her two co-hosts here, Tapsic Design and Crafty Leanie. So make sure you check out their channels as well as the playlist that will be in my description box. Now back to this box, I decided that I wanted to add a knob. I went through my stash and picked out a knob and found center and added the vintage metal one because I thought that went best with this box. And I think that this old piece of trash $1 cigar box is looking quite lovely here in my home. If you have followed along at all, you understand that I am really big at keeping things out of the landfill. Now that takes me on to item number 2. I picked up a pair of these planters at the good table at my dump, and I flipped one a couple weeks ago in a video. I will put that on the end. You'll see them both. And this one had this huge hole in it, which was going to make it very difficult to fill with dirt and put plants in. So hemmed and hawed, it had a little bit of loose wood, and I was just going to burn it. Now I knew I was going to have to get kind of creative here with this. So the first thing I did was sand it to get some of the splinters off and glued it up. Then I took out this pretty color that I had already mixed up for the other one, and it is kind of a minty green sort of feel, and just, coated the outside box with that. Once the entire planter is painted and then has dried, I had put this resin in my cloches mold a while ago for a different project. I used one and I had an extra. So I thought maybe this would be the right size to plug that hole. So I went ahead and decoupaged on the back of it. This sweet little bunny that I had already printed on rice paper was sitting right in front of me, and I thought this will be adorable. So I had put a clear coat of polyurethane over the top of the clear resin, which takes away the cloudiness and helps it to be more transparent. Glued that on with the decoupage medium and let that dry. And how cute is that? Now, I wish I hadn't gone over the bunny's face on those little ridges with the coppery gold color that I did, because I think it would have been sweet, but it does need a little something. So I paint the back. Once it's dry, I sand off the edges and paint the back white just to make that pop even all the more, and then let that dry. And then once this whole thing is dry, this is where I take out some, it's like a metallic paint to paint a little detail on the cloche. Because the cloche is made of resin, I just attached it with hot glue. And then there's still a little bit of a gap, but, I did the best I could to fill that. Popped off the top because that was going to stick up. And then took out that metallic paint to paint some of the detail on the cloche, giving that a little bit more of a pop. There's a little bit of this color in the bunny, so I thought that might give me a little some dimension here. Could have gone a little lighter maybe. I do end up wiping a little back at least off of his eye so you can see him. I had another little bunny, so I added that down the bottom. And then once this is all dry, I want to go ahead and fill the gap the best I can with this foam insulation and let that sit. And then once that is completely dry, I am able to go ahead and take a razor blade and just kind of cut off the excess that bubbles up, just getting me at least something to fill that hole. Now, this is, of course, not going to be perfect, but I do want to stick a plant in here, so I don't want the dirt, hanging out the outside edge. And then when this whole insulation is dry, I'm just going to go ahead and hit it with some more of that green paint to make that finished. I am going to cover this entire box with antiquing wax. I like the look of this antiquing wax over green, bringing out more of a vintage look and feel. It would also protect it a little bit for the elements because I am going to put this outside. And here it is in my garden with another one that I made very similarly in a video a few weeks back, maybe 2 months ago now. And that one has another resin bird and bird nest in it from the IOD Sparrow's Nest. And I just absolutely love these. They're so sweet. I love them in my garden. They're pretty with these florals my daughter gave me for Mother's Day. So I would love to know what you think. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. And share this out. I'm going to have a huge giveaway when I hit 5,000 subs. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you think of these True Trash to Treasures. And don't forget about the others in the playlist as well as the host channels in my description box. I will see you in the next one. Take care.